Yeah, you read that title right. I'm going to be doing 10,000 pull ups, and there's nothing anybody can do to stop me. But of course, everyone's wondering, why am I doing that? Sounds kind of stupid. There's probably going to be a bunch of issues I'm going to run into. 10,000 pull ups. It's pretty tough on the body. It's a lot of reps doing kind of the same movement over and over again for extended periods of time. So, common thinking would say, hey man, probably going to end up hurting yourself in the process. Well, I'm built different, so I don't care. So I'm going to be doing this. Why am I doing this? Well, for me, pull-ups have always been a very symbolic exercise and one I'm pretty attached to. When I first started exercising and hitting my stride back in like 2019, I think it was, June of 2019, coming up on 5 years, baby, I really wanted to do 10 pull-ups, and that was like my goal in life, my sole purpose for existing, right? And I could always do, in the beginning, at least one, so I had something to work with. And I remember it took me about like 3, 4, 5, I don't know, like 6 months to get to that 10 pull-up mark. And they were tough, man, but I was able to do it, and it was good reps, getting over the bar, all the way up and down, all that good stuff back when I was like 165 pounds. Well, it has never failed me. Pull-ups have always been a tool in my arsenal that over and over again has yielded me amazing results. So I'm naturally just pushing it to its logical extremes and seeing what I can do, over and over again with this one exercise. And I did something similar actually for my chest with push-ups, where I did 10,000 push-ups in the span of about like 6 to 7 months. And essentially what I'm trying to do is trying to get the same result for my lats with pull-ups. Because now, after doing those 10,000 push-ups back in the day, my chest is a strong point of my physique to this day. Even if I do almost little to no volume for my chest and kind of just leave it on maintenance, it still stands out as one of my biggest and most developed body parts, no matter what I do. Trying to see if I can invoke kind of the same result in my lats by kind of applying the same principle. And if it does, then I'm going to be sitting real pretty with one of the best well-developed set of lats, on YouTube probably at some point here. So it's something to try out, and it's, proven fun so far. Another reason why I'm doing it is, well, no one else really is. The only other people I've ever heard about doing something like this were Omar Isuf and Alex Leonidas. And they're kind of the people that gave me the idea to begin with. Especially Omar. I think he did this, years ago, documented it a little bit, got good results from it. That kind of piqued my interest, and I'm like, hey man, if they can do it, so can I. Throw my hat in the gauntlet, see how this goes. And so that's another reason why no one's really thinking about doing something like this. It seems illogical, it seems extreme, it seems unnecessary, but it could be the secret sauce to getting that big old juicy barn door status back that everybody wants. So I'm going to see if that's the case. Another thing is there's a point to prove here regarding what it really takes to build a large back, right? That's the area of the body that I think is the most overcomplicated when it comes to how to grow it, right? There's 1,000,001 ways to kind of skin this cat, and everybody thinks they have the ultimate method. We got the biomechanics gurus and their iliac lat pull downs where they're turning their pinkies in to bias the fucking, lower third fibers to activate the lower lats and create this whatever holistic development of the back, whatever, right? And then we got the guys at the end of the other end of the extreme. I would classify myself as one of those where I'm just like, yeah, bro, just do some freaking pull-ups, man, and you'll be good. Because it really is that simple, in my opinion. Just pull-ups, man, will get you nice and jacked. Nice and wide. You'll get that back. I mean, you're seeing it in the footage here. I'm not looking small. Lats are looking pretty fucking juicy, especially with a nice little pump going on, too. They work, man. Undeniably, they work. And if you're somebody like me who can tolerate doing a lot of them, just keep doing them. You know what I mean? If you run into issues, maybe it's not the best idea. But if it doesn't cause really any issues, then this is it, man. You got the winning ticket, my boy. And then I believe this will cause a ripple effect that will forever make my lats a strong point in my physique, as I said earlier. Now, one of the things about doing something like this to any given body part, where you're kind of just hammering it, destroying it day in, day out for an extended period of time, it kind of encodes that area with a kind of like a trauma that it'll never forget. right? So my lats will kind of stay at a baseline of size from this point on that will always make them look impressive. And if I ever want to push them to grow again, it will take very little volume and things along those lines to make that happen because of the nucleus overload effect. If you don't know what nucleus overload is, look it up, watch the videos by Team 3D Alpha, and you'll learn everything you need to know about it just from that alone. I'm also 5 years into my training now, as I said earlier, and it's time to get kind of serious on my training methods. It's time that I tried out more experimental, extreme ways of pushing the body parts beyond what normal convention would have us do, because at some point, individual variables of our different limb lengths and recovery capabilities and, injuries and whatever else, all those things start to play a part in what works and what doesn't. And the more advanced you get, the more that becomes the case. And I've come to find out that stuff like this tends to work for me. So I'm giving it a shot, and I'm going to track, overall what my experience is and if it's something I recommend once I'm done with it. And so far, I'm at 7,350 total reps. And these are all clean quality reps as well, all the way up, all the way down. My current record for the amount of pull-ups I can do in one shot is 18 at 170 pounds body weight. I did that about 2 months ago. I'm a little heavier now. I'm about like 177 in the clips now. So I am getting heavier. I'm bulking through this right now. So I'm for the recovery capability and so I can build mass as I'm doing it. And then I'll check back with you guys later once I hit the 10,000 mark, and we'll see how I'm looking. If I'm looking proper, well, shit, might want to do 10,000 pull-ups, bro. That might be the secret to your tiny little bird back, Bird back. I don't think is that the word? No, whatever. If you have a small back, probably want to try this out at some point. All right, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. I lied. Here's a physique update brought to you by me in my kitchen. So I have been bulking for the past 2.5 months or so. Or no, it's been 2 months since the end of my cut in March. And I forgot to mention also when I started the actual pull-up challenge. It was in December 21st of last year. So I'm about 6 months or so into it. So I'm over halfway there, and I'm still nowhere near a year yet. So we're making pretty good progress. We're making pretty good time. And yeah, so just to give you an idea of how aggressive I've been going with it, we should be at 10,000, if I really buckle down, probably within a month or two more. And yeah, we'll check back, with y'all. I'll show you what it's looking like, whether it works, and I recommend it. And I'll do some before and afters, obviously. But given the fact that I'm bulking as well, should be a pretty good combination with the, added stress of the pull-ups and whatnot. But yeah, look at what I'm looking like right now. This is me at 174 to like 178. That's my current range. A little water retentive, looking a little blurry, but I am looking a lot leaner here than I used to be. And I'm really liking, look at the lats here, guys. You can really see it. You can really see how much they've developed, how low they go, how girthy they are at the top. When I get lean, there's veins and stuff there too as well, which has been pretty cool to see. This pose, one of my favorite poses. Yeah, this is about what I'm looking like, guys. All right, not too shabby, not too bad. Probably won't bulk too crazy, but yeah, here you go. All right, wish me luck. All right, again, now like, comment, and subscribe this time for real.